Hi everyone, my name's Halie Mariano. I'm a former student athlete from Bucknell University. I graduated in May 2020. And for the past 2 years, I've had the honor of serving the Patriot League student athletes as the chair of Patriot League SAAC, as well as representing them on Division I National SAAC. With the conclusion of my 2-year term, I'm really excited to hand off this role to someone who I know will do great things. So congratulations to Julia Gray, a women's soccer player from Loyola University. I'm so excited to get the chance to talk to you. How are you feeling about the announcement and the opportunity?
Well, thank you so much. I was obviously excited to hear the news and truly humbled by the opportunity. My time in the league has shown me how exceptional our student athletes are. So I'm honored to represent the 8 civilian institutions and 2 service academies that make up the Patriot League, which brings me to ask, Halie, were there any experiences that resonate with you the most in terms of taking on this leadership role and serving as a voice to the Patriot League student athletes?
Yeah, so I think back to just about 2 years ago when I found out the news that I would be stepping into this role. And to be honest, I was a little bit nervous. I felt like I had big shoes to step into. There's a great, wide variety of institutions, where they're at, what they do day to day. And I think being able to make connections across institutions with other student athletes has been something that's really helped me be able to understand, I went to Bucknell, so I'm not exactly well versed in what everyday student athlete life would be at every other institution. But I think getting to know the reps from institutions and just finding out a little bit more what their campus is like, what their student athlete experience is like, really helped me grasp what the Patriot League as a whole is all about. So Julia, you'll be obviously spending some time leading the Patriot League institutions in SAAC, but you'll also have the opportunity to represent the Patriot League on Division I National SAAC. What are you looking forward to the most about, engaging with other student athletes and administrators from across the country?
That's a great question. I think I'm really looking forward to hearing everyone's shared experiences. This past year, unlike any other, I think it's been really important to listen to your peers and the people you work with the most, and that's how you get the most effective change. So I want to provide a strong form of communication between the NCAA and Patriot League student athletes, and I think a huge part of that is going to be listening to everyone's shared experiences. So we've seen on our campus in Baltimore how effective change can be employed with a strong communication medium. So I really want to amplify the student athlete's voice in the Patriot League by continuing to listen to those shared experiences at a national level and then foster an environment of athlete empowerment. So how can we build upon our mental health and social justice efforts as a league to create a community that supports one another? I think listening to other people's experiences at a national level across the country is going to be critical in finding success and how to just continue to grow. So this past year showed we're taking steps in the right direction. So Halie, you've done a tremendous job making sure that happens. And my job is to make sure we keep moving forward. So Halie, you set a fantastic example of what it's like to be a leader as a Division I female athlete. How do you ensure that your voice wasn't lost among the many on the job?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, not being afraid to speak up for what you believe in. I remember going to my first in-person meeting with Division I SAC, being a little bit intimidated, a little bit nervous about, what the environment was going to be like. And the truth is, you're surrounded by phenomenal student athletes from every conference. But like you said before, there's just this natural shared experience between student athletes that you can't deny. And that creates a really awesome culture for that group. And I think for me, it's just speaking up for what I believe, what might be best for the Patriot League. And that is okay that conference reps are going to disagree, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to advocate for student athletes and create solutions and be able to support them in the best way possible. So I think just not being afraid to speak up for what you believe in and just continue to make connections with people with that shared experience. So one thing I wanted to ask you, Julia, was how being on Patriot League SAC and leading SAC at Loyola has just shaped your leadership and prepared you for this role.
Oh, goodness. The experience has been one of the most rewarding in my collegiate career. I think I'm so fortunate to work with the people I do and be a co-president with Danielle Spano and work with Kaylee Gallagher, Isaiah Hart, our VPs, Kateri and Liz. So in working with these individuals and these athletes, from all different sports, you just get to hear so many different perspectives on how to lead. And there's not one way how we do it. We all have different strengths and different weaknesses, and finding a balance that really worked showed me what true leadership is. And it made me feel more confident knowing that I don't have to be perfect. There's no perfect personal leadership philosophy. So really just understanding that and learning that about myself and then employing it in a group was humbling and exciting all at the same time, because it makes me excited to hear how other people lead across the country. Like you said, we have some fantastic leaders in the league alone. So I'm so excited to work with them at a national level.
So Julia, what are you most looking forward to about this experience you're about to jump into?
I think I'm most looking forward to taking on a new responsibility and having the ability to impact so many more people just outside of the Baltimore community. I've taken a great sense of pride in seeing change affect our Baltimore and campus communities. So being able to have that power and influence other student athletes across the country to make strides in the right direction towards positive change is really exciting. It's something I've always wanted to do, is dedicate my life to work in service and just, do the best for other people and be the best for other people. That's what I do with my teammates. I try and be the best that I can be and help them be the best that they can be and realize that potential. So helping other people and other student athletes realize their own potential and find their voice is probably what I'm looking forward to the most.
Awesome. I know the past 2 years for me have just been so empowering and such an honor to serve these student athletes. And I think that you're so well prepared to step into this role and accomplish all of those things that you're setting out to do. So thanks, Julia, for taking the time. Again, I'm super excited to watch you thrive and to see everything that Patriot League SAAC and Division I National SAAC can do.
Goodness, thank you so much. And thank you for serving as a mentor to me and making this transition absolutely as smooth as possible. I really appreciate it.